We love a good rags to riches story. But here's the truth. Not every celebrity started from nothing. Some of the world's biggest stars were actually pretty comfortable before fame, with money, connections, or family support that most fans never knew about. Today, we're counting down 5 celebrities you thought were broke, but weren't. 5. Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty is known for his playful, colorful rap style and branding himself as an outsider. People assume he had to claw his way out of the trenches. But the reality? Yachty grew up in a middle-class Atlanta household with 2 supportive parents. His father, Shannon McCollum, was a professional photographer with deep ties in the Atlanta art and music scene. He went to private school and was far from struggling. Before rap even made him famous, Yachty had a huge break. He modeled for Kanye West's Yeezy Season 3 fashion line in Madison Square Garden. Imagine being a teenager and landing on stage with Kanye before your first big hit. Shocking fact, when Yachty's One Night blew up online, he was already plugged into the industry. His quirky style wasn't the result of coming up broke. It was a carefully crafted image from a stable background. 4. J. Cole. J. Cole often raps about tough realities of street life, and while his lyrics reflect real issues, his own story wasn't straight poverty. After his father left, Cole was raised by his mom in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She worked at the U.S. Postal Service, and they lived in a decent suburban environment. Not rich, but not the rough, dangerous upbringing some fans imagine. Cole also had the benefit of education. He was a standout student and earned an academic scholarship to St. John's University in New York City, where he graduated magna cum laude. That alone separates him from many artists who really did come from extreme hardship. Fun fact, Cole became the very first artist signed to Jay-Z's Roc Nation. And the story goes that he literally waited outside Jay-Z's office with a demo tape until he got noticed. He had talent and hustle, yes, but also the stability of education and opportunity that gave him a huge edge. 3. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga reinvented herself as the edgy outsider, raw, bold, and fearless. Many fans think she clawed her way out of New York's underground scene. But before fame, she was far from broke. Gaga grew up on Manhattan's Upper West Side in a comfortable household. Her father was a successful internet entrepreneur who could afford to invest in her music career. She went to the Convent of the Sacred Heart, an elite all-girls Catholic school where tuition can run more than $50,000 a year. Her classmates included other famous names like Paris Hilton's sister, Nikki Hilton. That's not exactly a struggling background. Shocking twist. Gaga's father even admitted in interviews that he spent nearly $1 million funding her early career, covering recording sessions, equipment, and promotion before she ever blew up. So while her gritty image worked for her brand, the truth is, she came from privilege. 2. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish's rise looks like an overnight bedroom superstar story. But let's look closer. She grew up in Los Angeles, the daughter of Maggie Baird and Patrick O'Connell, both working actors and musicians. Her brother Phineas, who writes and produces most of her songs, had a professional-grade studio set up in their family home. That means Billie didn't start with a cheap mic in a closet. She had industry-level equipment at her fingertips as a teenager. Her parents homeschooled her and Phineas specifically to give them time to pursue creative careers. Fun facts. Billie's breakout song, Ocean Eyes, wasn't even meant to be her debut. It was written by Phineas for his band, and Billie recorded it just for her dance teacher. It went viral by accident. At just 18, she became the youngest artist ever to sweep all 4 major Grammy categories in a single night. Billie's talent is undeniable, but her poor outsider image is more myth than reality. 1. Ariana Grande. At the very top of the list, we have Ariana Grande. Many fans think Ariana worked her way up as a child star on Nickelodeon before breaking into music. But in reality, she grew up with wealth and privilege. Her mother, Joan Grande, was the CEO of Hose McCann Communications, a successful safety equipment company. Her father, Edward Butra, owned a graphic design firm in Florida. Ariana grew up in a large, comfortable home with access to vocal coaches and top-tier schools. By the age of 16, she was already starring in Nickelodeon's Victorious, meaning she was launched into mainstream entertainment before most kids even finish high school. That early exposure and backing gave her a head start that others could only dream of. Fun fact, Ariana once said in interviews that her family was so supportive of her career that they built her a recording setup at home. That kind of support system made her path to superstardom a lot smoother than fans assume. Despite this, Ariana still proved herself, becoming one of the most streamed artists in the world and a global pop icon. But the truth remains, she didn't start from the bottom at all. So there you have it, 5 more celebrities who many fans thought were broke, but weren't. Their stories prove that fame isn't always about escaping poverty. Sometimes it's about talent meeting opportunity, with a little privilege behind the scenes. Which one surprised you the most? Yachty's Yeezy modeling, Gaga's $1 million boost, or Ariana's wealthy upbringing? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes truths about your favorite celebrities.